Matt, obviously zenerius not out there today. Is he going to be out for week 1?
Well, we'll give him all the way up to game time, and if he's able to go, then we'll let him go.
Was today not practicing a setback for that, though?
I wouldn't say it's setback, but you know, he's feeling some things, and so, like I said, we thought it was in the best interest to leave him out and then give him the next 48 hours to kind of prove whether or not he can go out there and play.
With Jaire being named a captain, what makes him a good leader?
Oh, there's so many things. I think you just watch how he prepares on a daily basis, the energy he brings out on the practice field. And I think what's unique about really any leader is people have their own way of leading, and Ja is true to himself. I think he does a great job of kind of setting the tone out there for us. And obviously he's a tremendous football player, but he's a tremendous person, and he's going to be a great captain for us.
Matt, what was the reason with going with so many more captains this year compared to the previous? Was it just the number of guys that got so many votes like you were talking about the other day? Was that part of the decision there?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that, you know, and like I told our team, I think there's, whether you were voted a captain or not, there's so many great leaders, and eventually you got to cut it off at some point, I think. But no, it's a true testament to the guys in that locker room, and you know, those were the guys that kind of stood a little bit above everybody else.
Speaking of the captains, right about the time that you guys announced it, zenerius posted something on Twitter, and I absolutely cannot stand the fact that we have to try to decipher what these guys mean when they post on Twitter. But he said, "Wow," with a scratching his chin emoji. Is that anything to do with that he's not a captain? Did you talk to him about that in any way?
No, I did not talk to him about that, but you know, he's still a leader on this football team, and you know, I think sometimes when you're going through everything that he's gone through throughout training camp and into the preseason, and you're not around the guys quite as much, you know, sometimes that is the byproduct of that.
Is that something that you might at some point talk to him about? Because, I mean, he was a captain last year, and to not be a captain this year after back-to-back.
Yeah, in my mind, he's still a captain. So, like, we're always in constant communication, so, but nothing that I'm overly concerned about.
Aaron the other day said how this group just seems really focused, and then Devontae said it seems like it's the hungriest group he's been around as you guys get ready for a week 1 game. Do you feel that in the locker room? Is there an extra focus this year?
Yeah, no, there's been great focus all throughout training camp, you know, in the preseason, in our walkthroughs. You can feel the energy, and certainly I think every team this time of year is really excited going into start the season. But you know, I really like our guys' mindset. I love the leadership in our locker room, and so we're just excited, and we know we have a great test in front of us.
What is it about this team that you think has everyone so much more focused this year?
I wouldn't say it's hard for me to quantify the focus from years past. But I don't think I thought we were pretty focused in years past as well. So I think that's probably better for the guys in that locker room. Maybe some of the conversations that those guys have had. Certainly, I think as a staff, and just the feeling I get when we're out there on the football field is it's business as usual. And we know how important each and every game is in this league. And so that's always the mindset, to go 1-0 each week.
Hey, Matt, we were talking earlier here, just wondering how many people are going to be at this game, what the crowd's going to be like. Do you have any feel for what the dynamic might be down there in the stands?
You know, I heard the ticket sales aren't great right now, so hopefully all the Packer fans out there, we keep saying we got the best fans in the National Football League. I hope they all show out in Jacksonville.
You know, it's always interesting to see how crisp a team is, especially, you know, your ones haven't played in a game. I mean, are there some things early in games that are giving you an indication that we're functioning pretty cleanly?
Yeah, I think when you just look at the communication, certainly there's going to be adversity in every game, whether it's the first game or the last game. So, you know, we just got to make sure that we take it one play at a time and you know, do our best. But I think the communication is going to be absolutely critical. There's always going to be unscouted looks, really in all three phases. So how quickly you can adjust to those unscouted looks, I think, is going to, you know, play a big part on who's successful in this game.